Today on Steve Rob Reviews, I'm going to review the process I went through in diagnosing my 2002 Chevy Silverado and no start. So the first thing I did was, the first thing I thought of was my fuel pump. Because you know that fuel pump, it's an older fuel pump, and the only problem I ever experienced with it is my gas gauge was starting to not record properly. But that has nothing to do with the fuel pump itself. So what do? I go underneath the hood, I get my fuel pump pressure test gauge out, and I'm reading nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, what do a lot of people do? Well, if you're like me and the truck is at the end of your driveway and you want to get it to the front of your driveway, well, sometimes, you can just bang on it, on the bottom. Don't go crazy, but I use a rubber hammer, bang on the bottom of the tank, and sometimes you can get the pump to just start up. And that's all really what I wanted to do. So, what do? I go out there and I bang on the bottom of the pump. I go out underneath the hood, I take a look, 50 psi. Beautiful. Start the truck up, bring it up here in the front of the driveway, and I figure, okay, well, there you go. I need a new fuel pump, right? No. Okay, so what do? So I tilt the box up. I put some jack stands underneath to make sure it's not going to come down. But yeah, you can just lift the box right up on one side. Loosen all the box bolts up on the far side. Take all the box bolts out on the driver's side where the pump is. Disconnect everything. Lift up your box. Put a couple of jack stands in there and replace the pump. So that's what I did. Start the truck up, no problem. Running for 2 weeks. And the pump dies again. I go out. I check the fuel pressure. Nothing. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, so I must have got like a bad pump, right? So I'm thinking, what do I do next? Am I going to go back out there and start banging on the tank again? So, well, of course, you go out there, you bang on the bottom of the tank again. This time nothing happens, right? This time nothing happens at all. So, and this gets better all the time. So I decide, okay, so what am I going to do now? So I go out there, put the fuel pressure gauge on, and I got no fuel pressure, right? So I left the ignition on this time, and I just closed my door. And when I walk out to the front in front of my truck, boop, 50 psi. I thought, okay, so what's going on here? Okay, now this is going to be a great learning experience for all you that are do-it-yourselfers, and how you can get, you can go sideways on a diagnostic real quick. I'm going to show you what the problem was. Okay, so here's the truck right here, and I'll make this short and sweet, and I'll just open this up. Here is the relay, and if you can see, like there's like some corrosion going on there, and it's not making, I guess, a very good contact. So I actually had a spare, which is this one right here. I plugged it in, and it's been running fine ever since. It's been like over a month, no problem. I just left this one just sitting here, and you know what? The only thing wrong with this is the corrosion that built up on it. So how did this all happen? So how does this stuff actually happen? I mean, you go through I thought was the right procedure. I mean, I thought, what's the odds of banging on the tank, your fuel pump starts up, and that's not the problem? So I mean, yes, it could be like loose wires on the top and that kind of thing, but I mean, a bad connection or something, at your fuel pump. But who would have thought banging on the tank would move the relay just enough so it would turn back on? Or slamming a car door, the truck door, to make that relay go back on. I mean, I don't know about all of you, if you're that swift on diagnosing a fuel pump, but for me, I thought it was a no-brainer. Bang on the tank, I got fuel pressure, replace the fuel pump, everything runs good, and when it happened again, and I put a factory fuel pump in there, and when it happened again, I thought, this seems too odd to me. And then when I closed that door, I thought, oh, no, like, what's going on here, right? So, yeah, I got led astray big time. And, the fuel pump, yeah, I would say, yeah, having a faulty gas gauge, a lot of people just change their pump anyways because it's just the gas gauge itself. Plus it's an older pump. For me, I didn't mind doing it. But it just shows how easily you can make a wrong diagnostic, direction on this. Because how many of you would have caught that? I mean, I'm willing to go on YouTube and tell everybody like I made a mistake big time. Replacing the fuel pump when, in reality, it was just a relay. And how do you go about that? How would you have diagnosed that, better, where you're saying, okay, so you go underneath there, you check your power and your grounds, everything's fine. Everything's good. And then all of a sudden that relay just loses a contact just a little bit in the fuse box there, and it's gone again. So, I mean, while you're checking stuff and everything works good, well, you figure, okay, the wiring is fine all the way to the pump. Change the pump, right? And here it was, that relay. So I thought I'd just, mention that here today so we can all share together our experiences. And I'm willing to share my experiences when I get things wrong and just to double check. So when you're going to think about replacing the fuel pump, don't just automatically assume that it's the pump because it started up. It could be, like in my situation, just a bad contact on the fuel pump relay. So thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, hopefully you can learn stuff as I learn stuff, and I like to pass it on to my viewers too. You guys take care, and I had a lot of fun doing this video, and I hope you guys all learned something, that you can't make so many assumptions when diagnosing things. And well, I think I made a lot of assumptions that what kind of went sideways. I don't know if a professional would have done things differently. I'm not a professional, but it's fun sharing my experiences on YouTube to make everybody else, well, I guess, think about a diagnostic a little bit more than what I did. Cheers.